So guys, I'm super excited tonight to share with you guys this software, right? I'm going to start with a story because it's important that you guys understand. I got out of real estate in 2011 after the real estate crash, and I got the memo a little bit late, and I got involved in network marketing. I had an awesome opportunity at the time to have incredible mentors, okay? And some of these mentors came from Amway, which is the school of network marketing, all right? You know, people not make money, they don't make money over there, but they learn enough that they go other places and make a crap load of money, right? So the basics of what we do is you get somebody who's brand new, and you say, okay, write your list, right? And one of those incredible mentors is in the call here tonight, Mr. Greg Kite, right? I saw him in a meeting in Orlando early on in my career, and he comes with the Excel guys and the same guys that train me, right? And they talk the same thing, like, okay, let's get you start by building your list, right? So you get a piece of paper and you write down everybody you know, and you go talk to them. And why I'm so excited is because over the past few weeks, I've kind of come to Jesus moment in the health side, being that 2 years ago when I was leaving Primerica, some of you guys were there with me at that time, you know, and we got involved with the health side. In a very short period window of time, I built a residual of $5,900 a month in like 3 months. Now, I didn't pay much mind because, you know, I got other monies coming in, and you know, there's more exciting money in other places, you know. But and by the way, it doesn't come in one check. It comes in like $200 from here, $500 from there, $300 from here, $800 from there. So I didn't really like connect the dots. You gotta know sometimes, you know, life goes in, you know, gets fast, right? But about coming out of Hawaii, Valerie and I were you know, in Hawaii, we got to sit down and talk about stuff and kind of look at stuff. And we realized that we were making $5,900 a month, and it's down to $5,600 a month, right? So I only lost $300 in 2 years. I've never been in a network marketing company in anywhere, shape, or form that has given me that kind of performance on income. Mr. Kite, have you, or anybody else, have you guys ever seen that before? Right? Never seen that before. So what happened was, I understood. I don't want to get religious on you guys, but there was like a nice warm feeling over me that I have to have a conversation with my teammates, with people who've entrusted us, right? Because a lot of our teammates have jobs. A lot of our teammates rely on a corporate paycheck, and they can do so much bigger, so much better with life and IULs and all that stuff if they had a residual income that can replace their current income. And Mark Mullinex, sir, you were top of mind in that conversation, right? I'm like, man, if I can get Mark to $5 or $6 or $7 or $10,000 a month, he can create anal glaucoma. He goes into his job and says, man, I don't see my ass coming here anymore. Right? And it'll be done with that, right? And I want that for you. And I want that for everybody on this call. And here's the key. Two things happened. Number one was that come to Jesus moment for me, and where my commission to help my teammates, you know, realize that that's a very easy thing to build, right? And Mr. Kite and myself, we're both Series 65s, you know, under our managed money. I make a ton more money on managed money, but that takes a lot of time, takes a lot of patience, takes a lot of licensing, right? And most people are not willing to put in that kind of effort, right? But everybody in this call can get a Series 6, a life and health license, and build a life and health book of business. And the health book of business within Medicare and within ACA, in a short period of time, guys, I'm talking about next 2 or 3 months, you will, if you go to work and you do exactly what we're going to teach on tonight, you will be able to fire your boss. And that's exciting to me. That's really exciting to me, because what happens is this, man. You wake up on a Monday morning and you have software that tells you who you have to talk to and stuff like that, but you don't have to go to a job. You wake up when you're done sleeping, Mark, every day. And not only that, you can then pick and choose which clients to work with. And I'll tell you right now, guys, I fire clients all the time, right? I mean, literally, like I do. That's why I went from 5,900 to 5,600 in my ACA, right? There was like 2 families there. I'm like, dude, don't call me anymore. Find another agent, right? I'm just not interested in your business. And I have the luxury to do that, right? And I'm not telling you guys to go fire clients, right? You're not there yet, right? So hold your horses. But understand that there's an opportunity to build a book of business with that ACA and health side, build a big book of clients, build that residual, and guess what? That big book of client come January 1st or the 15th or whatever the actual window closes. Now you got a bunch of people to go talk to about life insurance, about IULs, about wealth management, about all the other stuff that we do at Powerhouse. Right? But it starts with going hard right now. Like I'm telling you, like I'll adopt every one of you guys who want to be Hispanic, right? Like be like a Hispanic little kid at a birthday party with a piñata. Like you gotta see this, like, man, you're gonna hit this as hard as you can, and you're gonna jump on that, and it doesn't matter if it's a Snickers bar or a Kit Kat or a lollipop, right? That don't matter. You're just gonna get as much as you can, right? You're gonna have 1-member household, you're gonna have 4-member household. You're dealing with the Hispanic community, you're gonna have 5, 6, 7-member households, right? Sometimes 10-member households, right? And that builds your book of business quickly. So without further ado, I wanted to introduce tonight, and we actually do have an agenda that we're going to follow, which is exciting. I always have an agenda, but I've never actually shared my agenda with my co-hosts, right? I always like, everybody feels like I'm going off the seat of my pants, but I have a specific agenda. But anyways, today I'm going to be co-hosting this with Miss Amber Contreras, and I'm going to share with you guys why I'm so excited about this. As I was telling you guys a few minutes ago, when I first started in the business many years ago in the network marketing business, I had really good mentors. And one of those mentors was Miss Elena Fraga. Some of you guys know her. And she told me, write a list. Now, this is back in 2011 or something like that. So my list was on a piece of paper, on a napkin, that I lost, right? And I've since written many lists, and I've lost. But what she taught me was systems. What Elena taught me was systems. I wrote that list, and I went to her house. I went to her house every day, like if I was going to a bank, dressed up in a suit. I would sit in her living room, and we would just make calls and 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 close and close and close. And in 7 months, we built a team of 4,300 associates across North America, United States, Canada, and the UK. And the rest is history, right? I got named Powerhouse, and all these people were like, where did this kid come from? And all that stuff, you know, big players in the industry, Carlos Ray, Marty Hale, you know, guys who were like very well recognized, Steve Smith, who just passed away last year. People started recognizing me, right? As like, and all I did was I had a system and work ethic. That's it. That's all it takes here. That's all it takes here. Now, over the past few months, we've been looking at how to create, and this was the challenge, guys. How to create a system without becoming a boss. Because the last thing I want to do is become a boss here, right? The last thing I want any one of you guys to do with your downline is become a boss, right? We have Mr. Greg Kite here, 2-time NBA champion, on the call tonight, right? He's my business partner on the wealth management side. He'll be helping us develop all the wealth plans that we're going to be doing moving forward, right? And what he had, obviously, was extremely awesome innate talent, coupled with a great coach or coaches. Right or right, sir?
Correct. Yes.
That's
great
it.
Coaches and great teammates make a great team.
Great coaches and great teammates, right? So we've been building over the past few months, actually for the past year, we've been building Powerhouse, but here we're able to come together. And how it started was that I was going to buy a media agency a few months ago, right? I was going to buy a media agency to add it to Powerhouse. And then we started looking at the stuff, and during our due diligence, we recognized that we could do it bigger, better, and a lot less expensive, bringing it in-house. And Amber came on the team, and Tony and Elaine and Andres, and we've been working tirelessly. We put in thousands of dollars into this, and Amber and her team has put in thousands of hours into this, right? Into developing this. And what we have is a pre-launch, guys. I want to make sure that I clarify. We're still in pre-launch, right? And prices will verify, will show that, and everything will show that, because we're still developing stuff. Okay, we're still developing stuff, but you guys will have the opportunity to be in on the ground level on this. And once you see what she has and what she's done, because I'm just the one with the ideas, and she just makes it happen, and I love it, right? This is a great partnership, because a lot of us have ideas, right? But sometimes I don't have the technical know-how nor the patience, quite honestly. I literally have 2 laptops on the floor right now that I were casualties of war over the past 2 months. Right? So I just got a brand new laptop. This one is not leaving the desk, no matter how upset I get. So anyways, so here's a few points that I want you to write down, and I'm gonna and then Amber's gonna go into detail on it. Okay. Number 1, a place where you're gonna be able to bring in all of your contacts, both on your computer and on your phone. Okay. There's an app ability to do that. Okay. In addition to that, there's going to be systems. I love the word systems. And tonight you're going to hear the systems. There's systems that you can add to those contacts. So it's not just names on a piece of paper that you lose, or business cards that you lose. Like you have a place to put your contacts, and a place to and what to do with those contacts, right? She's going to talk about the calendars and how you can integrate all your calendars and stuff. And there's a couple of other features that I'm going to not steal her thunder, because she's been working diligently, and I'm really excited to work with her. Guys, I can tell you that I've worked with a lot of people in my life, and it really has been a pleasure to work with Amber. She is diligent, has an incredible canny ability that I've never seen anybody do. She can go into one rabbit hole, come out the snake hole, go into another rabbit hole, go into a rat hole, go into another. Y'all know what I'm talking about when you like go into technology, especially in technology. You're like here, there, and all of a sudden you're like in the middle of Arizona. You're like, how the hell do I get to Arizona, right? And how do I get back? Well, she will be able to like beep, 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 and it's amazing. So anyway, without further ado, guys, I do want to bring in Amber. She is the creative director for Powerhouse. She is going to be heading up this project. Her and her team are going to be doing just amazing things, because every time that I sit with her and I look at what she's doing, and then she figures out more capabilities and more capabilities, I get more jacked up about this, because this is really going to revolutionize your business. It really, truly has the opportunity to do so. And if you just plug in and do it, no reason why at this time next year, you are crushing the game. So without further ado, kicking it over to the great state of Colorado, my friend, my sister, Mrs. RVP, Amber Contreras. And the crowd goes wild.
Thank you. It is a pleasure to be on this call. I gotta tell you, man, this was a labor of love. Like, I've loved every minute of it. And sometimes when you work so hard and you go, oh my God, are we ever gonna get there? And so the fact that we are finally ready to launch, and like Armando said, yeah, there's still some tweaks and some additions. And the more I learn, the more I'm gonna add, which is super exciting. But to actually have a product that we can send out to everybody to really meet whatever need you're having is what we've created. So first thing I want to do is I'm going to show you. Now, you guys have seen this, I'm thinking, but I don't know that you've seen the souped up version because we've added some things. So we have 4 packages. We have the Rainmaker Essentials. And that's going to be your Powerhouse email so that there's no more Gmail, so that y'all look legit. And then also a very robust CRM. Then we've got the Rainmaker Virtual Office. It's basically everything you need to run your business from your house, including a live answer office phone number. Then we've got the Rainmaker Pro, which is definitely kicked up a notch. And then you work with myself and my team as well. And then we've got the Rainmaker Elite where we do everything for you. Now, that's just kind of a brief overview. I'm not going to go through everything because we just don't have that kind of time, but I really do invite you to take a look at all of these different packages and see, if any of them are speaking to you, if you think that they might be a good fit for you, things of that nature. So we've got all of those. And then what I'd like to show you now is the actual Rainmaker. So this is where the magic happens. So we've got, here we go. All right. So once this has an amazing capability to be an entire marketing system. Now, if that just blew your mind, plug your ears for like 2 seconds. Yeah, we can do funnels and pipelines and all that good stuff. And those that are in the virtual office have access to those capabilities. And then the pro and the elite, we work with you to create them with you and or for you, depending on which package you have. So you've got that going on. But what I'm going to focus on today is the CRM and the reason we no longer have to pay Calendly for their calendars because it's all here. Well, and anybody else you use, it's not only Calendly. But so here is where we can enter contacts. And what's lovely is that when you tag a contact. So like, let's say that you have, all of your clients and that have like IULs. So what you would do, and I will create a video click path so you don't have to take notes. I got you. But if you go to settings and you go to tags, then let's just add a new tag. And so these are life insurance clients, for example. Okay. Then this is now a tag that I can use anytime I'm tagging something. So if I'm putting a contact in and they are one of my current clients for life insurance, I can tag them with that. If I have created a workflow and people are coming into that workflow and it triggers, we can add this tag. And the reason that is important is not only does it really help you kind of organize and remember, oh yeah, that's who that was. That's why I have that person in my contacts. But let's say that we're going to add a contact. That's not a real one. It's okay. Oh, that should be an app though. It'll get angry with me.
While she's putting in that information, guys, so the tags, you're going to have an opportunity to say, okay, everybody you're talking to right now, or you're putting into the CRM, let's say they are going to be an ACA prospect, right? Then you could put ACA prospect. If you talk to them and they already have ACA, but are willing to change or willing to look at other options, right? You can do a color coding system, right? You can say ACA yellow, right? Meaning that they already have something. So we're just going to pitch them on something else. If they don't have anything at all, right? But they're willing to get ACA, right? ACA green as an example. And one of the things that Amber will be doing work sessions. We'll talk about that here in a little bit on Thursdays and Saturdays for you guys. But just understand that the tagging system, that's what makes this CRM next level. So I don't know if you guys like me, sometimes I open my pocket or my wallet and I have like a bunch of business cards. I have no idea where I got them from. I have no idea, where they came from or what the conversations were. So the tagging will help you identify that. And then November 1st comes, you just go to that tag and you just start calling right down that list. Boom, 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 sign up, sign up, sign up, sign up, sign up, sign up. Back to you, Amber.
Thank you. So, this also gives you an opportunity to do more than just store their email and their phone number. So for example, if you have them, if you've got we don't really do a whole lot of offers just because we don't sell products per se. But if we thought, if we came up with something that, that we might want to use it for.
Well, like an SCP can be an offer. Like if it's a special enrollment period, you can send it out to everybody. Say, hey guys, if you know anybody who makes less than 150% of federal poverty line, we can change them to a better health insurance plan or something like that. Maybe $0, blah, 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 whatever.
Good call. Thanks, Coach. You can see and add them to any active campaigns or workflows that you have. You can see what they used to be in. And then this opportunities is something that we've been working with. And so let's say, for example, they come in, as Armando was saying, let's say they come in as, an ACA client. And then once you've got them enrolled, and then you're going to touch base with them again, and you're going to talk to them about getting their entire financial house in order. Well, that would be you'd put them in a pipeline with an opportunity. And then you'd be able to track the different categories, and you can have people in more than one category. So if you're going to, talk to them about life insurance, if you're going to talk to them about tax-free retirement, and then you're also going to talk to them about wealth management, you can have them in any of those categories. And then those that are in the pro and the elite, they'll be coaching on that. And then they also have a pretty robust library of instructional videos. So there's that as well. I know that I'm going pretty fast, but what I'm going to do is just kind of give you everything. And then if there's time at the end, I'd be happy to answer questions. And if there happens to not be time, if you just want to shoot me a text or an email, I'd be happy to answer them as well. So
Amber, let me jump in real quick on the opportunity before you switch over. So guys, you put in a contact in here, and like Amber was saying, you do it through ACA, right? And this is truly my 100% honest goal for everybody. You put in the contact in here, you say this person just signed up as an ACA client, right? And they're a client. Now you've had a conversation, say, hey, listen, are you going to have can we have a conversation about your right now need in case somebody dies in your house? Or can we have a conversation about, preparing you for a tax-free retirement? Or do you have 401ks or anything from a previous employer? Like those are different opportunities, and you will create that in here. Now come January 1st and you go to your wealth management opportunities, all of a sudden you have 50 people that you can have a conversation with because you already had that warm-up conversation during ACA. Guys, next 3 months, you're not going to have a time. You're just not going to have time to do a full-blown presentation of the house and this and that and the other. I mean, if you're doing it right, you got a very short window of opportunity where you're going fast, right? Putting in people. But then you create those opportunities and you tag these clients. Now come January 1st, boom, now you have life sales, you have IUL sales, you have wealth management, you have all of this stuff ready to rock and roll. You should be busy from January through about June, and then take the summer off. We'll get ready for the next season.
All right, perfect. So we just added Jean, and then when some stuff starts to happen with Jean, then, oh, there we go. Here's Jean. So that's the step that she's in.
And you would add a dollar figure to that. So Jean, let's say Jean is married, right? Jean is married and has 2 kids. Well, this life insurance could be 2 possibilities of, let's say, $1,000 for him, $1,000 for her. So that's a $2,000 opportunity. So then on the reporting, it'll show actual dollar figures. Okay. We'll go into detail and show you guys that later on. Just wanted to show you the opportunity, what the software can do. So that way, okay, well, let's call Jean because Jean has, it's 2 people, 2 adults in the house and 6 kids. So if you want an IUL on each kid, well, that could be like a $5,000-$6,000 opportunity for you, right?
All right, perfect. So now we're going to go into calendars. And this is where We won't need an external calendar management system. So what you do, everybody starts off with an unassigned. Don't do anything with the unassigned. I don't actually know how to get rid of it, so I just skip over it. But what you do need is to have a calendar that's actually assigned. So what you're going to do first is add a group. And so let's call this Powerhouse Times. Our availability, and then you put in just the URL for that. Okay. So now that you've done that, you click new calendar. And this actually lets you customize everything. Okay, so you can either optimize it for availability or equal distribution. So for example, this calendar is Powerhouse Times. So let's say that this calendar has all of the RVPs in them. Then what you might want to do is have the appointments optimized for equal distribution. If you're the only one on the calendar, obviously you're going to do it based on your availability. And what's lovely is that it also integrates with Gmail calendars as well as other calendars. So if you've got stuff like on your personal calendar, it knows that you're not available during that time, and so it won't offer that as a slot. And so let's say that this is talent search. Okay. And then let's make it purple. Why not? Okay. Save and continue. Oh, at least one member should be selected. Okay. Select a user. Thanks, Tony. We appreciate you. And then you can also determine the priority. Like if you're in big recruiting mode and you want to make sure that this is all high priority, you would notate that. The next thing is slot duration. So like, how long is this appointment going to take? So if it's an interview, it's probably going to take 30 minutes. If you talk too much, like yours truly, you might want to do a 45-minute slot. And then here's the slot interval. So how often do you want those appointment times offered? And then do you want to buffer in between appointments? Like just in case you go over, you got to powder your nose, whatever's clever. Okay. So this is 10 minutes. And then appointments per slot. If you've got more than one person on the calendar, you could definitely, but if you got 5 people on the calendar, you could have 5 appointments at the same time because they go to each person. If you're somebody who likes to double book your appointments, you could do that as well. It also lets you customize how many appointments per day. So let's say that after 5 appointments of talking to people, you're kind of done. So put in 5. And you can totally put in more. The minimum scheduling notice, got to be careful with this one. Because I was like, well, I want like a day notice. And what would happen is it thinks that one day is 24 hours. And where that can be problematic is that if it's 5:30 and I set this up, and I'm not let me see how to say it. It'll block out the next 24 hours. And it won't let anything be scheduled for 24 hours. So what I've personally decided to do is say 2 hours notice. But you do you, but play around with it a little bit. And if you'll notice that there should be availability and there's just not, look at the minimum scheduling notice, because that's where I found I was struggling. Date range, how far out can they book? Do you want their appointments to not be any farther than 2 days out? If it's employment, you can maybe do 5 days, but it's really up to you. So how many ever days you want. What are your office days? I tend to work Monday through Saturday. And then you can either customize all of your hours, like if they vary per day. But let's say that I'm going to work till 7 o'clock every single day. If I apply all, it just changes them all. So it makes your life easier. So you don't have to do that 5 or 6 times. Okay. So then you save and continue. A sticky contact means that it automatically puts people into your contacts. You definitely want that. Make your life so much easier. Allow Google Calendar to send an invitation or email updates to the attendees. You definitely want that. And then I wouldn't worry about the Facebook Pixel ID or the custom code. This gives people the opportunity if they need to cancel or reschedule. If you do not want them to have that option, just delete it. And then you can either have them go to a specific URL, or you can do a custom thank you message. This is the default one, but you absolutely can change it. And then you say complete. Okay. So now when you click on this, now here is where people can book appointments with you. And here's your availability. You'll notice that it's every half hour is the option. And then as people book appointments, like for example, let's say that somebody books an 8:30 appointment. Well, if it's a 45-minute appointment, that appointment's not going to be done till 9:15. So obviously this appointment is not available, but 9:15 with a 10-minute buffer means that you could have a 9:30 appointment. So it's not going to double book you unless you allow that permission to happen on the calendar. You'll want to make sure that it's in your time zone. And note that this is client facing. So this is talent search. You'll probably want a description of the calendar so that people just make sure that they're in the right calendar. But this link is what you would send them, or what would be attached to a text message or an email, so that they could book the appointment on your schedule for you. All right. Coach, you're muted, but is there anything else you want me to talk about?
Let me just show them live what my calendar looks like, just so they can see what. So one of the cool things I really enjoyed about this was the fact that you can tie it to multiple calendars, right? So I have mine tied to, like, for example, my private wealth management page with PolyWealth. I have it there. I have tied to my personal page. I even have it tied to Valerie's page in case she has something for me, sometimes doctor's appointments, stuff that she puts in her calendar. So it's all tied in. And this is what the end result looks like. If you want to see this here a second. Can you guys see this where it says Armando Torres Wealth Management, right? So if they were to go to that wealth management, which, thank you, Amber. Love you, appreciate that. She created this, right? So this is the actual booking page where people would go and book me for an appointment, right? So you have life insurance review. They click in here. It has a description. It clicks in here and it tells you when they're available. Obviously, I have it like 2 days out, right? Because I don't want people booking 15 days out and then forgetting about me. Like, you got to book within the next 2 days. Boom, it's done. You can also see, let me go back here a second. Introduction meeting, right? And they could book those 2 weeks out, and so on and so forth, right? And then it has a description. Again, this is front facing, client facing. So you want to make sure that you don't put in here like, all right, whenever I'm going to meet with the knuckleheads or something like that, right? You want to have it nice and professional looking and pretty looking. But anyways, so again, one of the things that I really like about this is that I used to use Calendly, and with Calendly, I was paying like $16 or $15 a month, but it was only tied to one account. It was only tied to like my Powerhouse FIN account, or if I wanted to have one tied to my coach account, I'd have to have another Calendly account, and it was like kind of like cumbersome. Here, you can get rid of all your Calendlys. One place, you put it here. This happens to be my wealth management calendar, and then I have other calendars as well, but this is the one that's like on the website like where people can go in and book me and stuff like that. That's ready to go. That's what the end product looks like here. And by the way, I am also on the elite program. So Miss Amber was the one who did this for me, right? Because again, I don't have that technical knowledge to do that. I don't know how to even unstop this share. So if you want to if you want to share your screen, Amber, I think that it'll just erase my screen, hopefully.
I think it probably will.
Yeah, I'm a hot mess.
There you go. Well, that's what we love about you. All right. So is there anything else you wanted me to show before I open it up to questions?
No, again, I don't. Let's go. Let's keep it moving because this is an informational. We are recording this part, so we'll do the questions at the end. And then again, guys, this is just an informational. Once you're in the system, then we'll have work sessions. You guys will have access depending on what your level is. You'll have access to Amber and her team, and so on and so forth. So let's get to that part of this show. But show the calendar. You show the contacts. Just briefly, if you can talk a little bit about like the funnels and what they can create and the automations, but don't go too detailed. I know you go into these rabbit holes 85 feet deep. Just 1 foot into the rabbit hole. Just show them like what's available. And again, guys, in the work sessions, if you are in the DIY package, you'll have work sessions where you can work through this. If you're in the elite, she'll do it for you. But
So what's also lovely is that they do have a template library. So this is a new funnel. Go to the template library and you'll see that they've got some that are already built out. They do have, and they've even added some more. The hair loss one, that one is new.
I need that.
I was going to say, just kidding.
Mark and me, we're going to go for a 2-for-1 discount.
Actually, they've just added a lot more. Yeah, this is great. So, and so what I was looking for is something that was as close to what I was probably looking for. What a funnel does, and they do have one for insurance, but what a funnel does is it gives you a landing page that gives you information. It gives people an opportunity to fill out a form. And so, for example, the Rainmaker packages are in a funnel. And so once you click on the package, you go to a page that tells you all of the information about the package that you are interested in. And then if you decide that, yep, that's the one for you, then you click the button to join. You'll fill out a form because that gets your information into us so that we can follow up with you, and then allow you to go to the Secure Stripe page where you make your payment. And so that's what a funnel will do. And they can be as robust or as simple as you want them. When I was first playing around with this, I created like one landing page and it went to a form. And that's all it did. And it can be as simple as that, just really depending on what you need. Then forms.
Wait 1 second. So on the funnels,
sorry.
guys, obviously, we're promoting this for your Powerhouse insurance business, right? But in there, you can also create some of you guys do real estate, some of you guys do health and wellness, some of you guys are probably going to get into the hair loss business or whatever. So you can create multiple forms, multiple funnels. The whole kit and caboodle is for yours to do as you please, right? Obviously, our coaching will be about insurance and about your wealth management and about stuff that we do. So don't expect to come on and ask, how do I sell, acai berries from Brazil? I mean, you might want to, you may be able to pay Amber extra for that on the side, but you have the capability to do all of that here, okay? Which is pretty cool.
So yeah, thank you. So I just kind of wanted to show you what I was talking about. So once you go, you click on, like, for example, the Rainmaker virtual office, here's the landing page. And so, I mean, this is where you really do all your customizing and stuff, but,
And again, now we're going too deep. Just
oh, sorry.
yeah, no worries, no worries. Let's reel it back. So
Okay.
once they have the funnels, also, can you show them a little bit about the automation and the workflows and what that looks like?
Oh, yeah.
Just
Yeah,
again,
absolutely.
one foot in depth. Don't go down the, guys.
I
She
just
is like
wanted to
super
show 'em
knowledgeable. She can go like 85 feet deep and be on here all night. Like and we will have time for her to do that, but I want to keep this within the hour.
Truth, very fair. I just wanted to show the form real quick. So then automation basically is when somebody fills out your form, something needs to happen. So this gives the opportunity for,
Like that first one, the ACA September. Show them that one. What it looks like.
yeah.
Cool.
So this is actually crazy cool. When you run an ad on Facebook, your Facebook form can be attached to Rainmaker, and so it's a trigger. So anytime one comes in, the first thing we asked it to do was to add a tag, and so ACA Health Agents, September of 2022. Okay, then Armando gets a text. Somebody just registered for the event. Then I get a text. Someone filled out Armando's Facebook form. And then we send them a text. Say, hi, thanks for registering. We look forward to seeing you. Okay. Then it's going to wait 10 minutes. And then it sends them another one. Quick question. Are you currently contracted to sell ACA? Yes or no? This is fun. So if they say yes, then we send them a couple of things. If they say no, then we send them something else. And what you'll see here is that these people, like we're still waiting for these 4 people to answer. So they just haven't answered yet. Okay. One did answer. And she's somebody that I need to give a call to, but she wasn't available yesterday, so I haven't called her yet, but I'm gonna call her today. Oh, that's Jose. So he's in that step as well. I think she actually made it through the whole one. So if they get to here, then, and there's nothing less, then it kicks them out of the workflow, but they still have the same tag and the conversation, the text conversation and whatever they text back is all logged in here. And you can actually text people from Rainmaker. So like when you go in and see that they've responded, you can type in, you don't have to go on your phone or anything. It can happen all right in Rainmaker.
So by the way, for elites, this will be done for you. Okay. If you choose the elite package, Amber will set it all up and it gets text to you. All the things get on your CRM and the whole, you do have to connect with her and give her the credentials and stuff like that so she can do the work for you. But yeah, all of this will be done for you for elites.
Well, and just to kind of piggyback on that, what I decided to do rather than getting everybody's username and passwords, because that's a lot of responsibility I don't really want, is I will book a Zoom meeting with you and give you remote control access so that you can put in your own username and password, but then we'll attach it. That will give me the opportunity to do the posting for you. And so also important to know is the social media planner. So we actually post to Facebook from Rainmaker. You can also do email campaigns. I actually have been having a lot of fun lately creating different templates. And so like I took one that they had and then I just tweaked it to meet our needs. And that's really just a lot of it. You add a picture, you add our logo, all that good fun stuff. So, and then this is now an email that whenever anybody signs up for a certain package, they get this email, and it gets me like, some are attached to a form. Some are attached to my calendar so that they can schedule a call with me so that we can hook up all of the integrations like the Facebook and stuff. But really, like, the capabilities are truly endless. I mean, it really is a one-stop shop for your marketing. So
Awesome. Let's go ahead and get into the packages, so we can then do a question and answer session here. But I definitely want to make sure that you guys have that. You want to show the packages there?
yep, absolutely.
So we toyed around with this idea. Some companies have tried to implement some CRMs and software, and they just make it like requirement for everybody to have to, if not, just get out of the company. We didn't go that route, guys. Our basic package is going to continue to be free, and that's what everybody has gotten up to now. Right, you're going to have access to your back office of Powerhouse, all the training, all the stuff that's free, right? So we are let me repeat this: Powerhouse Financial Independence Network will continue to be a free offering, free opportunity. Okay, I promise you guys that this is going to be, I gave you guys my word, and I'm going to continue that because I understand how fast and furious you can build your business when it's a free opportunity, right? However, there's then people who want to take their business to the next level, right? The first level of that is going to be your Rainmaker Essentials. And by the way, everybody here tonight, you can go to powerhouserainmaker.com and see this on your site. Okay, so it's not, you don't have to take my word for it, right? And by the way, those of you guys are watching this recording 2 weeks from now, there's probably going to be bigger and badder, cooler things on here. But as the pre-launch goes, Rainmaker Essential is going to be our essential package. This is going to be essential. Sorry, I paused for dramatic effect, but especially those of you guys who are going to do ACA and Medicare with us, once you get serious about your business, you're going to want to have an email address that is specific to your business. Okay, this will be an email address that will be your name at powerhousefin.com. You can give that to all the carriers, and then you know which carrier contracts are coming in, which carrier contracts to follow up with. You're going to have the whole Google suite of products. Guys, I'm going to be training on that in the training sessions. The Google suite of products, most people don't even know the power that Google Suite has back there. I mean, you have the ability to make PowerPoint presentations, do Excel spreadsheets looking things, right? Spreadsheets, they call it Google Spreadsheets, right? One of the first things that I want to tell you guys to do is create a spreadsheet for that list, right? Who's your kill list? Who's your list that you're going to call November 1st? Well, that'll be on a Google spreadsheet. It'll be on your CRM as well, right? This has the specifics. Okay, she's going back. Okay, so spreadsheets, docs, slides, internal chat capability, private meeting, which is pretty cool because the private meeting, you can get rid of your Zoom. We're really not going to need Zoom anymore. I paid for the year, so for now, I'm going to keep it for the year, but after the year is over, I'm not going to need Zoom anymore. I'm going to use everything to Google Meet. Greg and I and the team, we've been meeting on Google Meets. That's pretty cool. Forms, branded YouTube channel. Guys, when you have, let's say, njones@powerhousefin.com, right? And you have your YouTube channel for your FIN, those videos will be placed. And again, I'll do a whole training, and we'll do multiple trainings on SEO and how you get to the top of the rankings when somebody Googles, Obamacare for the Austin area. We'll show you how to like really dominate in that sector. And then you have a bunch of other stuff. So this basic package will give you the Google suite of products with your personalized Gmail. Go up a second, and your whole Google suite of products. Go up a second here, and it'll give you access to the Rainmaker software, right? Which is what Amber just taught you. The pre-launch price on this is going to be $19.99 a month. Okay, I didn't want to break nobody's bank. I didn't want to have you to go mortgage your house. So if this is the one that you feel, okay, this is the one that's the most appropriate for me, I can do most of the stuff. I can figure it out. I got time to figure it out. Then this is the package that you want. It's going to have the Rainmaker package, and it's going to have your Google Suite products with your personalized information. So there you go with Rainmaker Essentials. You click subscribe and you go through the process. Okay. The next package up, some of you guys are like, okay, I'm ready to take my game serious, right? So you'll have the Google Suite on every one of them, and you'll have access to Rainmaker on every one of them. What the virtual office is going to do is going to do two things. Amber and her team will create a website for you, and you will have a live answer through the phone number of the company where it will be directed to you. So somebody, man, I'll tell you this. This is a cool one, and Nate Jones, you're going to love this. So you're sitting with a client, an ACA client or a Medicare client, on a Saturday night at 7 o'clock, and you tell them, Mr. Client, Mrs. Client, I'm not only going to give you the best service and everything like that. Right now, call any one of my competitors and see if they pick up the phone. Call this number right here and see if we pick up the phone. And within 4 to 5 rings, within 3 to 5 rings, somebody will pick up the phone. I will tell you that's from back in my days in real estate. I was at a listing appointment on Friday nights. I had the 1-800 number. I would kill everybody. There was no competition because my office line was answered 24 hours a day, right? Now, back in the days, that cost a lot more money than what it costs today. But it's still a pretty cool feature that you're going to have, right? So you're going to have on your business card an office number that'll ring through, and a live person will answer every single time. So that package jumps up to $39 a month in our special introductory price. Okay, guys, these prices will go up. It has to go up, but because we know that we're in pre-launch and y'all figuring stuff out, we're going to be figuring stuff out. That's where we decided to put these prices at this price point, and you are locked in forever. Okay, so if the price goes up on this package to virtual office to $99 in the future, hint, 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 hint. If you're locked in at $39, you will be at $39. All right. The next package up from there is now when you start really wanting to like collaborate, be part of the bigger picture. You can do a lot of stuff by yourself. You don't need Amber necessarily or her team to do the stuff for you. So the Rainmaker Pro is going to give you all the stuff from the first 2 packages, but it's going to add a few more things. Amber, you want to take it from here? Because I got to take a breath here.
Yeah, absolutely. So in addition to the robust CRM, the live answer, all of that stuff, this is when we really get into the marketing stuff. So any snapshots that have already been created, things like that, you'll work with me, you'll work with my team, we'll help you build funnels, workflows, we'll help you with all of that stuff. We post to your social media, like your Facebook and Instagram business pages 3 times a week. Then you have access to work sessions. And those are going to be either like a Thursday night or a Saturday morning. So you'll have the opportunity to sign up. And if you have like any questions that you want answered, something that you've run into that you just need, some problem solving, or you're like, hey, I totally forgot how to do this. Can you help me? Absolutely. Jump on one of those calls and we'll help you with whatever you need. And then it also is going to give you 30-day access to the inner circle. And the inner circle is Armando's coaching calls. And it's a fly on the wall. So you get to listen. The elite inner circle gets to participate, but you do get 30 days to listen to Coach and all of his words of wisdom. So, and then that package, the introductory price is $99 for Powerhouse agents. And so if that's something that is appealing to you, you'll hit the subscribe and go through that. This just gives some more information. But again, it comes with everything of the other 2 packages, the website, everything. and a weekly optional work session. You get to pick it because we'll be on both of those calls. The 3 weekly posts is to drive traffic and to let people know about all of the wonderful things that you are doing. And then you have access to the marketing team.
That package will eventually go to $299 or $399 because that one has a lot more features as to like interactive with us and our teams, right? And then the elite package, thank you, Amber. The elite package, guys, this is the one that it's going to be limited in scope as to how many people we can actually bring on. I'm thinking right now we're going to limit to 10, and then as we get better, we'll probably go to like 15 or 20. But this is going to be for like those of you guys who need somebody to do all your stuff for you, like myself, right? And so Amber and her team will do all the stuff for it. The capabilities, all the capabilities are there, but you're going to have also a Monday night call with me, and I'm going to go deep diving into. And again, for right now, the people who are on the lesser package, you can come in for 30 days. But the people who are an elite, they'll be able to ask questions, get stuff going. And again, that's me and Amber and a couple of my friends that are really big time internet marketers. We're going to do a special session on Monday nights for elite members. The introductory price on that one is $299. However, for very limited time, and like I said, very limited time, we're going to close this out once we get to 10. We're going to do it at $149 for anybody who is interested tonight to join on that. You'll have that opportunity. And again, that price will be locked in forever. In addition, you will also get 5 postings on your business page 5 days a week. You'll get automatic posting from the team. They'll do that for you. And then we're going to have one-on-one coaching, inner circle coaching sessions with not only myself, but I'm going to bring in other master marketers, right? People who build. There's one girl who's going to come on. She does about 500. Listen to this. She did 528 ACA signups last month on her pen, meaning that she actually wrote it, right? All that came through funnels, right? So she'll be on one of our calls. We're also going to do quarterly retreats. You guys know I like to have fun. These will be fun, but it'll be like, bring your laptop. We'll probably rent a house someplace and fly there for the weekend, spend a few days just knocking on marketing, talking to different things, strategies. I'll bring in different people that are in that space, right? And then like Amber was saying, we will have elite working sessions, and that will be on Monday nights, invitation only. So that package, again, guys, the introduction price, we were going to do at $299. We decided to do a really strong discount. This will be a $999 package. This will be $1,000 package on a monthly basis when it's all rolled out and in the full launch. Right now, it will be $149 for those of you guys who want to join. So anyways, Amber, great job tonight sharing with that. I am going to pause the recording, go live with those who are here. I'm working on 2 screens, so if I'm looking that way, I'm not paying attention to you guys. I got all your pretty faces on that side. For those of you guys who are watching the recording, listen, go to www.Powerhouse Rainmaker. You want to pull that up a second, Amber? Go to powerhouserainmaker.com. You can see the different packages there. Choose the one that best suits your needs at the time. You can always upgrade, you can always downgrade, right? You can cancel if you don't like us. It doesn't matter. Fire me if you don't like me. I always tell my clients that, right? Never been fired before, which is pretty cool. But the idea here, guys, is that this is going to help you take your game to the next level. You're no longer going to need to pay Calendly. You're no longer going to need to pay WordPress or whoever else is hosting your websites. You no longer have to go to GoDaddy. You no longer have to go through, all this other stuff, Survey Monkey and this monkey and that monkey. All of this stuff is taken care of for you through this package. So we're here to help you understand it, help you implement it, and help you make that really work for you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. For those of you guys who are watching the recording, go ahead and sign up, and I'll see you in one of the sessions. For those of you guys here live, you're